Hello everybody, today we're doing a video for GTA Car Kits in a 2018 Porsche Cayenne, and today we're going to show you how to install our Apple CarPlay and Android Auto kit. As you can see, it's already installed into this car. It's been paired to iPhone wirelessly. You can also pair it to your Android phone wirelessly. The entire system gets controlled with these original controls here or the touch controls. As you know, this system, sometimes it doesn't have CarPlay from the factory, sometimes it does, but only by the wire. Our system is fully wireless, and our system also does Android Auto, which the original system cannot do. And in order to switch back and forth, you can press and hold the back button. So all of the Porsche system still works the exact same way, nothing gets disabled, and it uses original Bluetooth for both phone calls and music, so the sound quality stays the same and you don't need any extra microphones. And now we're going to show you how to install it into this car. So the tools you're going to need is a T25 Torx. This is a T20 Torx. This is our panel removal tool. We're also going to be using these small screwdrivers. So it doesn't matter if they're Torx or Phillips. We're going to be using these as our removal tools for the vents. So as long as they're about 2 to 4 millimeters in width and about this length, then it will work for us. And of course, you're going to need our product. So now we're going to begin with removing the vents. So we're going to be using our screwdriver. So on the inside of these vents, there are locks. So you need to insert these screwdrivers into those locks so they unlock. And I'll show you more once we remove them. So there are 2 locks at the bottom, and then there are 2 locks on the top. So I'm inserting them into the locks. Okay, so now we inserted all 4, and we're going to use our panel removal tool from the bottom and just unclip the vent. And at the same time, you can kind of squeeze the screwdrivers so they unlock the locks more. And as you can see, it unclipped. So I'm going to show you exactly what we're doing here. So I'm just going to remove these. And there are connections here. And you don't need to press any clips, you just pull on them and disconnect. So these are the vents, and now we're going to show you how the locks work. So these are on the sides, and when we're inserting our screwdriver here, we're carefully inserting into the small hole right there, and then we're pulling them inside. That way they unlock. So when they're getting pulled inside, that's when we're able to take the vent out. So we did the same on the driver's side. So now we're going to squeeze the locks and release the vent. And again, this one also has a connection here at the bottom that you just pull on and disconnect. And now we're able to remove our screwdrivers, and that way they release the locks. On both sides of the radio, you have those 2 T25 Torx bolts, and we're going to remove all 4 of them. So 2 here and 2 on the other side. Now we can grab the head unit on both sides and carefully pull it out. Make sure that you don't scratch your shifter here. And over here, these are all the connections. So mainly our kit will be connecting right here to the main quad lock harness, and then for video, our kit will be connecting to this green connection for video. So but right now we're going to disconnect all of the wires, so that way we have access to feed all the wires to the side. You can probably get away with just removing the quad lock harness and the video cable, and then putting the head unit on the side here while you're doing the rest of the installation. But we're just going to remove all of the connections to make it easier for us. So we'll remove the fiber optic cable. At the bottom of the quad lock harness, there's a clip that you have to squeeze and then unlock the harness. Then these video cables, there's a clip at the bottom. So you press the clip, and then I'm using panel removal tool to undo these connections. Then these ones all have clips that you need to press in order to disconnect. The blue one has one on the side, and this white one has it. You're gonna see this connection right here. You press on it and disconnect. This brown one right here, you have to unlock the clip first, press on it and disconnect, and now we're left with these two. So this one has a clip on the side. Then this video connection has a clip on the side. So I'm going to press on it and pull. So this is the passenger side. So we opened the door, and first thing we're going to remove is this side trim here with using our panel removal tool. Over here there are three T20 torque bolts. So there's two right here and then there's one right here. So these two hold the vent, and then this one holds the glove box. So we'll remove all of them. So with this vent we're gonna do three locks right here. So there's one over there towards the door, and then there are two right here. So once they're unlocked, we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna kind of push on them and we will release the vent. And again, this one has this connection. You just pull on the vent and it will disconnect. Now we can remove this trim right here. So we're gonna use our panel removal tool to get underneath, and it just unclips. Over here there are three T20 torque bolts, so we're gonna remove all of them. So now we're gonna remove the bolts underneath the glove box. So there's one right here in the middle. It's again T20 Torx. And once you remove it, you can use your fingers or you can use your panel removal tool to unclip this cover. So this cover you can leave like that, and there are two more bolts that are holding the glove box. So there's one right here. It's tricky to see them, but there's one, the second one. So at this point, the glove box is free to be removed. So you just pull it towards yourself and gently drop it down. So now we're going to show you everything that comes in our kit. So you have your user manual. We have our main module. Underneath here, we have our USB cable, which we're going to wire to the glove box. We have our video cables. We have our wireless antenna. And this is our main harness that we're going to plug in at the back of the head unit, and then it will go into our module. So we have to feed all of the wires behind the glove box, and we're going to hide the module behind the glove box. So to give us a bit more space, we're going to disconnect this air line. So now we're going to start feeding everything behind over there. So this end of the quad lock harness with the two big quad locks are going to be behind the head unit, and this end with these connections needs to go behind the glove box. So we're gonna stick it here and use our hand to catch it on the inside, and I'm gonna pull it through. At this point we will connect the original quad lock harness into our harness, so make sure that it's unlocked, and we're gonna insert it almost all the way in and then lock it in place. This is our video cable. So on one end it has a single end, and then on the other end it has a male and a female. So these two will be at the back of the head unit, and as mentioned earlier, we're going to be using the original green wire. So this green wire will plug in here to the female end of our wiring. This will go to the back of the head unit, and this one we will route again so we can bring it out behind the glove box here. So we routed the main quad lock harness and the video cables behind the glove box. At this point we're gonna reconnect all of the head unit connections and put it back in, and then we will continue with connecting everything into the module. So this is our main quad lock harness. Again, make sure that it's unlocked and then you lock it in place. We will reconnect the video cable. So instead of the original green one, it will be our cable here. So make sure that you organize the wires so they fit with each other nicely. So this is the yellow one. Reconnect our antennas here. Make sure not to forget to connect your fiber optic cable here on the side. And the last two connections are right here, right on top of the head unit. So at this point we can start putting the head unit back in its place. So I'm using my hands to route all the wires carefully so there's no extra wires sticking out underneath. And over here on both sides the radio has these gray plastic guide clips, so they have to go into their channels. And now, as you can see, the radio goes all the way in. It lines up with the holes, so we will just leave it like that. Next we will route our USB cable, so we'll drop it into the glove box right here. This is the original slot that you can just use without opening the glove box. We're gonna put the cable in there, so that goes directly into our glove box. And the last thing would be our wireless antenna, which we're gonna attach to the top of the glove box. So we're just gonna remove the double-sided tape here and make sure that you wipe the surfaces here and stick it on, and this end we will plug in into our module. So this is our main module, and this is where we're gonna connect all of our wiring. So before connecting all of these power wires, you gotta make sure that the switches are set correctly for this car. So for this Cayenne you need 1, 2, 3 and number 5 on, and the rest will be off. A good time now to plug in everything once you set the switches, because if you set the switches after, it's not gonna work properly. So we'll connect our power harness. This is our CAN bus harness. We have our video cable here, and then on the other side we have our USB cable. And the last thing is our wireless antenna here. So we're gonna mount our module right here on top of the glove box. So you can choose to use double-sided tape to mount it right here, but the space in this particular car between the glove box and the plastic trim over there is perfectly sized for our module. So once we put the glove box back, it doesn't move at all. So we're gonna do it for now without any tape on the back of it. So you're gonna carefully route all of the wires to make sure they're kind of towards the side and not catching on this metal bracket. And then make sure to leave enough space to connect your air line. You can also tie all of these wires more neatly so they're not in the way. So we're gonna connect this back, and the module will be like this. And at this point we're carefully gonna lift it up, and we're gonna hook it over here on top. Make sure that these plastic pieces go back in their spots. So as you see, the module fits there perfectly, and the glove box goes back onto its all original bolts. So we're gonna tie a few bolts and then we're gonna test everything. So we have our ignition turned on. We gotta make sure that the head unit turns on. And for source of sound, we're gonna use Bluetooth. So the phone you're gonna be using for CarPlay and Android Auto still needs to be paired to the original Porsche system. You're gonna select Bluetooth as the sound source. And over here, we connected a USB cable into that USB from our kit, just for testing. Later, we'll pair everything wirelessly. And if you press and hold the back button here, now you get this extra function that you didn't have before. So this is our kit. And now I can plug in our iPhone. And as you can see, CarPlay shows up on the screen. It will do the same with Android. So now you're going to test everything. You're going to make sure that these controls work. You're going to test that the touchscreen controls work. You're going to test your music. And once you tested everything, we can assemble everything back. Start with assembling the rest of the glove box. So we used this bolt before, but now we'll put the rest of the bolts. So now we need to reinstall the 2 bolts underneath. So there's one right here. We already put it in its hole. Tighten it. Now there's the bolt right there. So now we can reinstall this bottom cover. So this bottom cover has these 2 guide clips, which you need to slide so it holds over there, and then you clip it up, and then we're gonna put the last bolt right here, right in the middle. Now we can reinstall this trim piece. So these white They're not clips, they're more for so it doesn't rattle. Sometimes they stay in the dashboard, sometimes they stay in the trim piece. So we transferred all of them here, and now we're ready to clip everything back in. So we're just gonna line everything up and we'll start pushing it in. Over here we're gonna reinstall the vent here, so don't forget to connect this connection at the bottom of it, and then line it up carefully and push it in. And now we need to reinstall these two T20 torque bolts. Don't forget to reinstall this T20 Torx. We reinstalled it when we were testing everything. So at this point we can reinstall this cover. So the cover, you're gonna install this end first and then clip it in place. So now we can reinstall our vents. So don't forget to make the connection at the bottom. And once you made it, carefully put the vent in. And once it's lined up, then just push it in. Same thing on the driver's side. We made the connection at the bottom. Now we're gonna clip it in right here. So we assembled everything back. As you can see, we paired the iPhone wirelessly to the system, so you don't need to use the wire anymore. You can also pair your Android phone wirelessly. So now we're able to use CarPlay and Android Auto in this Porsche Cayenne. So I hope you liked the video, and we'll see you next time.